Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely confused, not sure what just happened, not sure if your memory is even reliable, or not sure if maybe you really are the problem? That's not confusion. That could be gaslighting, and it has a very specific effect on how your brain works. Gaslighting has been one of the most searched after terms on the internet for a few years now, so there's a great deal of interest in it, and I think also maybe a little bit of misinformation out there, even about what gaslighting is. Let me tell you a little bit about a patient of mine. We'll call her Rebecca. She had been with her husband, Aaron, for nearly a decade before she came to see me. Aaron had the kind of job, he was a high profile, had a high profile in their small community. Everybody loved him. He was seen as charming, generous, admired in public. Everybody just thought he was great. But Rebecca saw a different side to him. Behind closed doors, he was sharp, dismissive, unpredictable. He often mocked her feelings, minimized her experience, blamed her for everything, from the kids' grades even to his own bad days. So you can imagine, Rebecca was hearing on one hand what a great person it was that she was married to, and on the other hand, what she saw was completely different. And he wasn't always cruel, even to her. Sometimes he was warm and attentive. That intermittent kindness kept her hopeful, and it actually also kept her doubting herself. You had that sort of Jekyll and Hyde kind of experience going on. By the time she came to therapy, she wasn't sure she could even trust her own memory anymore. That's what gaslighting actually does. Your brain is a social organ. It relies partly on external confirmation to validate your own perceptions. And that's not a weakness, that's just how human brains work. When someone you love and trust repeatedly tells you that what you saw didn't happen, that what you felt isn't real, that you're just imagining things, your brain starts to adjust to that. Over time, you stop trusting your own instincts, not because you're weak, but because your brain is doing exactly what brains do under sustained contradictory pressure. Now, the term actually comes from a 1944 film where a husband secretly dims the gas lights in their home and then insists that his wife is just imagining it, slowly convincing her that she's losing her mind. That's the mechanism. Not dramatic, not obvious, just a slow, patient erosion of your confidence in your own reality. Here's what I told Rebecca to do: write it down. Every incident, every reaction, not to build a case, but to rebuild an internal mirror that had been warped by years of this. Over time, the patterns became undeniable on the page. She started trusting her own perceptions again. When Aaron noticed her new steadiness and accused her of being cold, she said simply, "I'm not cold, I'm calm." That was a turning point. Not a confrontation, not an ultimatum, just a woman who had reclaimed her own reality. Gaslighting works in the dark. Clarity is the antidote. I go into much more detail about Rebecca's story and the specific tools she used in my book, When They Won't Change. The link is in the description below. You can purchase it at Amazon. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week.